Before we get into today's video, I did want to let you guys know that this video is for educational purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere in your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comment section down below. Please do not show hate to anybody, anywhere. Good morning, my lovelies, my beauties, my friends. My name is Christina and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you will subscribe, stick around, take a chance in hearing some things that I have to say. And if you are a returning subscriber, y'all already know, y'all are my babies. So good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day. So we are back at it again with another video. And you guys, I feel so strongly about this topic. For all of y'all that have been with me for really any amount of time, you've probably heard me talk about situations like this before or the views from a parent. And you guys have commented in the comment section and we've just kind of had this conversation. And this is another case like this, and I feel like we should talk about it. So let me just give you some background. On March 1st of this year, 2023, parents in Dallas, Texas, woke up not knowing that their daughter would be missing by the end of the day. The day seemed completely normal until it wasn't. The first thing they did when they realized she was gone was check her online activity history. This is when they discovered she had been communicating with a man for months while playing online video games and chatting on an app called Discord. See, Discord is a voice, video, and text chat app that's used by tens of millions of people ages 13 and older to talk and hang out with their communities and friends. The vast majority of servers, which is also known as chat rooms, are private, invite-only spaces for groups of friends and communities to stay in touch and spend time together. There are also larger, more open communities generally centered around specific topics such as popular games like Minecraft and Fortnite. I don't know about y'all's kids and y'all's age children or your little brothers and sisters or your nieces and nephews, but games like Fortnite and Minecraft are huge in the younger generation right now. I mean, it's like almost like a foundation in their friendships in a lot of places. I mean, almost every kid that I know plays some sort of Minecraft or Fortnite or Discord is another element. And for those of you guys that may not know, maybe your kids have phones and you don't understand, that's a way that they can communicate. And like I just told you guys, there's different servers or chat rooms, and most of those servers are private where they just, for their friends from school, they invite each other. And so it's just them speaking in those chat rooms or those servers, and some of them are open. But this is the deal, you guys. This is the day and age that we are in. It doesn't matter how much some of us don't like it. Like, this is the day and age. And even if your child doesn't have a phone, if they go to school, there's a chance that somebody there does have a phone. So these conversations and these situations are so important for us to have, that a way y'all can be aware and I can be aware. We can look out for each other, have each other's back, have these conversations, and protect our loved ones and especially our children. So bringing it back to the situation at hand, I'm going to be referring to this teenager who is 13 years old as her or she or the girl, because her name has not been released for privacy reasons, which I think is wonderful, but I just want y'all to know I'm not trying to be disrespectful. So when they could not find her and they went to go check her online activity and they realized she had been talking to somebody for months, they obviously began to panic. They were panicking, they were searching for her, they were calling each other, they were calling friends, they were speaking to people in the neighborhood, and I mean, they were flipping all the way out. This wasn't just, maybe she walked down to the park with her friend, she was gone, and here was an electronic trail of something that did not look good. The family called the authorities, they got involved, everybody was searching, and her aunt even went around and put up flyers all around this Dallas area, which, I mean, they were moving, boom, 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 boom. So now we have this 13-year-old girl who 1 minute is living a happy life surrounded by family and people that love her. And mind you, I saw an interview where this 13-year-old girl's mother said that she had spoke to her about the dangers of being online and talking to strangers and I mean, this seems like it wasn't a case where nobody was, talking to their children about this stuff. So 1 minute she's a happy little girl at home, surrounded by family and loved ones. The next minute she's gone and they're They have no idea where she's at. As the cops started their investigation, they began to look for security camera footage to see if they could track down at least what direction she went in. The police said cameras near the girl's home show a vehicle registered to a 34-year-old man named Jorge Camacho driving by around the same time she went missing. They were able to identify the man as the same man the girl was chatting with online. Now imagine this. You're a parent. Your little one is gone, okay? You find out they're chatting with somebody online that seems to be an adult. Then the cops come to you and say, yeah, we have a video footage of an adult 34-year-old grown behind man driving in the area where your daughter was, and we've just realized that's the same person she was chatting with. Imagine the thoughts that's going on, like, oh my gosh. Then, as the cops continued to investigate, this is when they realized that this man's address was over 1,000 miles away. You're talking about halfway to the other side of the country. Very far away. Agents with the FBI field office in Greensboro, North Carolina, spotted the vehicle on March 10th and stopped the driver as it was leaving the address it was registered to. After they stopped the vehicle, they went in to search the house and the property. But as they began to search everything, they saw this shed off to the side on the property with an AC unit in it, and it was locked from the outside. They broke the lock off of it, went inside, and this is where they found the young girl at. She had been locked inside this building 1,000 miles away, and she had been being SA'd the whole time she was locked inside. Can you imagine the fear? The fear in this dark room, the fear of every time she heard that lock come off of that door and that door squeak open about, just, oh my gosh. The police said that when they found her, that there was nothing in the shed but a TV, a mattress, a jar of peanut butter, and a bottle of salad dressing. Thankfully, just from looking at her, she didn't seem to have any serious injuries. Authorities said that the girl was immediately taken to the hospital, and then after she was released, she was transported back to her family in Texas. So if you guys see this footage of this house, it was a big house, and originally when I saw this, I thought, who all lives in this house? Are they all involved? Is this some sort of trafficking situation? What's going on? Well, come to find out later, Jorge didn't live in that house. He was allowed to stay in that shed. So, and the owners of the house said that they had no idea. Can you imagine this now? Now you're letting this guy, for whatever reason, you think he's down on his luck, live in a shed on your property. And next thing you know, you find out he done drove 1,000 miles to pick up some little girl and drive her back and lock her in the shed on your property. So the police held Jorge, and then they charged him. He's actually being held on a $1.25 million bond, which I think is pretty appropriate. And his charges as of now are child abduction, human trafficking, and multiple counts of statutory R. Authorities would come out and say that the content of the chatting between Jorge and the 13-year-old was all of the grooming measures you could imagine. The sheriff of Davidson County, Richie Simmons, at a news conference warned of the dangers teens face on internet chat platforms.
But there's so many dangers out here for our kids. It's not just the drugs, it's the social media, it's the things. It doesn't matter how they get harmed, taken, killed, or die. If it's affecting our kids, we need to get busy on this and do something about it. And we are here in Davidson County.
The girl's mother would go on to say in an interview that she was completely heartbroken and the week she was missing felt like a lifetime, but that she was so grateful that the authorities were able to find her. It is a miracle that they found her, and they found her alive. It just truly is. We hear about situations like this that they don't always end like this. I mean, I just did a video here recently about the cop, the ex-cop, that drove over 1,000 miles or however it was. I can't remember off the top of my head. The video's up on my channel, and had groomed a teenage girl online, and went to her house, and he ended up killing her whole family, and took her. And it's hard, you guys. But at the end of the day, it's not just our children that have to be careful with people online. We talk about stories here where adults are groomed. I mean, we've talked about multiple stories where pregnant women are groomed in different ways by other women. You know what I mean? You have got to be careful. People can portray themselves as whoever they want to be online. And behind the scenes, they can be ready to do the unthinkable. And it's sad that you have to think about things that way, but 30 or 40 years ago, you got to know people as best as you could in person, right? You went to community events, you went to bonfires, or you went to have coffee or dinner. And now people are getting to know each other a lot more via a screen, and therefore people can pretend to be anybody they want to be. What do you guys think about this? It's so sad that this is another case, but unfortunately there's going to be more. This is a sicko's playground. And I have told y'all too, if you guys watched the video about the Roblox situation when my son was 6 years old, these types of sick individuals go to the places where children are. So what do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think down below. Please have open conversations with your children. Please be involved in their business. You ain't gotta be, overbearing and nasty or whatever, but if they're children, you need to do the best you can to know what's going on. And I mean, it can slip past the best of us too, but at least you're trying, right? Let me know what you think down below. I love you guys, and I will see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all for being here. Love you guys. Bye.